Okay, here we are in the Airfoil Labs King Air 350 sitting at Smithers, British Columbia, Canada. We're going to do a short flight down to Terrace, BC. You have to make the approach into Terrace through a long valley with steep terrain on both sides. We're going to be doing a standard instrument departure from Smithers, runway 33. Going to be doing the Houston departure. And we're going to be doing an ILS into Terrace, ILS Y runway 33. And we've got that nav radio already set up at 110.1, and we got to still set the course. We're recording with two systems here, Movi screen capture software, which I'm having lousy success at capturing my 2.5 monitors out of a 3 monitor system. Somewhere the system keeps locking up and making the capture video unusable. I'm also recording with my iPad, my iPhone up here with a lapel mic for the sound into the iPhone. I have a Logitech wireless headset on here for the sound into the Movi screen capture software. So I got a couple things going on here. Okay, this aircraft comes with a very good operator's manual down here by the pilot's leg in the side pocket, and it's got all the checklists in it, which you can bring up. It's got the performance characteristics, the requirements of the aircraft, limitations of the aircraft, etc. You can do a lot of things with these checklists. You can either do them manually, or you get to set them to semi-automatic, where it does some of them and sets the knobs and levers it's for you, or you can do it fully automatic, where it does everything automatic. One problem I've found with these checklists, like for example, if you're doing a landing checklist and it's maybe you're a little late on it, man, it'll go through the checklist until it's finished, and it goes down to wherever it wants to be on the panel for the landing checklist, and you can't see outside the plane, so you lose your situational awareness sometimes. That can be the same with the approach, but so I think you have to do that back further than you would normally do in the approach, because it can be disastrous at doing it too late. Okay, this aircraft has other two things. It has 3 settings for the condition levers, as they're called, or thrust levers, I think, and it's got high idle, which you have to be in for flying and takeoff, and it has low idle here for taxi conditions, and then of course it's got the fuel cutoff. Associated with that is 2 modes, Alpha mode and Bravo mode. You have to do the Alpha mode a little bit to get the aircraft moving from taxi speed, but then you soon have to come back to Bravo, or it gets taxiing too fast. So you gotta, during the taxi, you gotta be constantly working, seems like between Alpha and Bravo mode, or having it set somewhere halfway between, or just under the Alpha mode. Okay, I think we're ready to start taxiing to, no we're not. I don't have my iPad here, so, gol darn it. Okay, well, we'll try and use the Navigraph here. I'm gonna just try and stop here and get my iPad, because it's worth having. battery, so get our lapel mic going here. I didn't want to shut it down or pause it because I'm not quite sure how that works on the thing. We're still recording there, so let's start taxiing. Let's go down here and put the brakes off. I gotta go back up here and we should be ready to taxi. I got the geo-referenced maps. God, that was a disaster. There's always something that I don't get quite right. Okay, we got to turn about here and go down to the other end, or we'll go down a little ways and then we'll do the before. I think we'll just do the before takeoff checklist since we're a little late getting going here. Or we'll do the final items before takeoff checklist, show you how that works. Okay, we got to go up into alpha mode here. Boy, well, we had a slight delay there where we waited for some paperwork from the from the terminal. It's called that pause. Someone else's mistake rather than my own, right? Oh, I've got iPhones going and iPads going and laptops going here, and keep them all together is... I got to get myself write up some checklists here that before I even get started and moving that I've got here to make sure everything is set up right. In fact, I don't think we're even... Are we still recording here? I've lost the movie recording thing. Yeah, we're still recording there. It should... I'd like it to stay up here, but it's been disappearing. I don't know why. Oh. Okay, get this out of the way because it casts too much reflection. Okay, again, we're galloping along here because we're in alpha mode. I don't know why this right side I can catch some of that light reflection off or not. Okay, like I say, you gotta be... Oh, it's a big trial and error. I'm moving my iPhone around to different locations so I can capture scenery outside the windows without it all being... looks to be pretty good there at the moment. Oh, God. I'm getting too old for this kind of stuff. It's a young man's game. I just get rambunctious and I forget to make sure I've got everything. I gotta have a checklist for the whole startup process, never mind the aircraft, for getting it ready to go and ready to fly. I guess it's similar to getting your bag packed and all your charts put in the briefcase, etc. Your coffee pot filled. This has got a lot of checklists, this aircraft, and to do them all in a short, trying to keep the video reasonably short, just takes too long. The run-up before takeoff is like four pages long. It's just too long. Okay, just checking. I got, well, my altitude's got back down again. I had it set before, but I've been changing things around. I've got to get that down to 12,000 feet there.
100. Approaching runway 33. Entered runway 33. 6,100 feet remaining.
Okay, that's my four-flight on iPad piping up there.
Okay, let's bleed off some airspeed here now.
What's going on? I got a video going on or something down there. Oh man. That's so you grabbed my iPad and had some voices coming up there that shouldn't have been there. Okay, hopefully we got that. Spilt the coffee on my lap. Oh, darn it. Okay, we're just pull off the start of runway 33 here. There's a little turnout in order to do our final items before takeoff checklist. Oh, let's put the brakes on. It brings it right to home. Okay, we'll just bring it around here, go through the final items checklist. Go down and put the brake on for a minute if I can find it there. Okay, I'll bring the checklist over back into the screen here. Before takeoff, final items checklist. Just go ahead and do that.
Bleed air valves.
Bleed air valves.
Open. Environmental bleed air.
Okay, it's not taking me down to the panel spots.
Electric heat.
Off.
Off.
Aft heat is off.
As desired.
Oh, as desired, I got it off.
Aft blow
off.
As desired. Generator loads.
On the overhead up there, they're okay.
Check.
Battery monitor is about 1 or 2.
Check in the range from 0 to 10 amperes. Exterior lights.
Landing lights should be coming on there. We'll put them on right here. Nav lights are on, strobe and beacon lights on. Pilot heat on.
On. Ice protection.
As required.
As required. Auto ignition.
Arm if required.
Arm if required.
I don't know what that means if required.
Auto feather.
Is armed.
Check and arm.
Annunciators considered. I don't see any. No annunciators here.
Considered. Headings, flight directors.
Okay.
Set.
Oh, it's not set.
Top levers.
It's not set. I don't have the
Full forward.
FMS. There we are.
Crew briefing.
Complete.
Complete.
Transponders on. Oh, it's showing 4505 this time. On.
On.
Brakes. Release.
Released. Engine anti-ice.
Off.
Off or as required. Before takeoff, final items checklist.
Okay, that's complete. Let's bring that back up here. I'm gonna bring the capture out so we can get a little bit of more scenery mode there. Okay. Start taxiing the position here. We're not using any flaps. It seems like my brakes are still on down there. So we're hoping to climb out at 154 knots, which is supposed to be the best rate of climb according to the operations manual. Okay, just lined up here on 3-3. We got flight director heading as I guess it's set for the set it for ours now. I don't like it when it veers over, dude. So anyway, we got it set to the frequency for tracking the FMS route. And we got the nav arm, the autopilot. Okay, now we have to go to full high idle, as it's called, and we're in alpha mode already, so away we go.
Airspeed alive.
Live.
60 knots.
60 knots.
E1.
V1, rotate.
Rotate full. Gear positive rate.
Gear up over here. We want 154 knots roughly.
Attitudes check.
Well, it's coming up too high.
Indicates up.
Okay, let's try and select the autopilot, nav, and IAS. It's following the flight director for the FMS routing. I don't know why it doesn't. Anyway, got our speed bugs were set down there already, and we should be climbing out at. We're a little higher than the best rate of climb at 163 knots. So. I think I'm getting a little better picture in my iPad or iPhone up here. Okay, so what's going on? We're climbing up to 12,000 feet, which is where we want to be for our flight. So we're going to be doing a turnout here, and then we head south to Houston, VOR, Yankee Delta. We won't fly the complete SID or departure. Once we get to Emaku, we'll go direct to Zulu Kilo, India, which is Kitimat NDB. Okay, we're holding 163 there on the indicated IAS, or indicated airspeed climb out. Okay, so the only real faux pas to start with is I didn't have my darn navigational maps in my flight bag, so and my departure plates and SID plates, so I had to send the gal into the terminal to pick them up. I'd left them inadvertently there, which is poor planning on my part, but she brought me out a cup of coffee along with them, so all is well. 1,000 feet to go on the altimeter. So we get that and captured, I gotta watch or bring our throttle setting back, or we'll be in an overspeed situation. So we're coming to 12,000 there now. And so we're gonna try and set about 85 on the torque, it's called here. It's not the we're still following the FMS, a little turn to, it's keeping us following the valley here. There's a little bit of high terrain on both sides. Now we got to bring our prop levers also back to about 1600. Okay, I'm going to take my legs off the rudders for a bit. I need 2 knee replacements, and keep my legs on the rudder pedals. It drives my knee crazy. Okay, I'm liking the looks of this up here in this setting a lot better than what I've had so far. I got my iPad turned down so it shows up a little better on the monitor there. I had it set too high, the brilliance before, so you can see us on the blue airplane there tracking the FMS routing and the SID that we're on, the Houston 1 SID. Okay, it remains to be seen if this Movi software screen capture will work. It's been freezing up on me every time lately, and I don't know what's causing it to freeze, but it makes the video recording unusable. I was able to salvage a little bit of going into Rupert the other day, so I had to call it like descent into Prince Rupert, but the rest of the flight I had to cut because it didn't show right. We'll keep working, and sooner or later we'll probably figure it out. I might have to go and find some help, technical help somewhere. Okay, we're turning over to Lobdi, Lima Oscar Bravo Delta India waypoint, and we're at 12,000, and you wouldn't be any lower than that for anything much flying around here because it's pretty high terrain. And I'll bring this back here and get ready we might do the cruise checklist, I don't know. Yeah, we will, because we want to set our performance page there. Our VREF landing speeds get set on that page, so. We just leave them out of here for a minute. Once we get routed direct from Emiko to ZKI, we'll do the cruise checklist then. Meanwhile, we got our props at 1600, and we got about, it's now not showing like 93 on the torque levers, which I like to call them throttle levers, but up here on the turbines they call it torque. I guess you call it 95%, I'm not sure. So you zoom in there, you can see it there, and call it torque. Your props are your RPM. And we just fine tune that a little bit. Oh yeah, 16. I think the manual calls for 1500 on the prop settings. For a long cruise and stuff, because you get better range with the prop settings at then. Okay, we're turning towards Emiko. Last flight here, I had to disengage the autopilot to get the direct mode to take over for some reason. See what happens this time. I might have got confused with the waypoint Emiko. We're close when I tried to do it, so this time I'll wait till we're past that waypoint. Beautiful scenery. It'd be nice if we had, you can't really get too much of it there. It'd be nice if we had a winter package. X-Plane would come out with a seasons package or a winter upgrade, because you don't want to be flying around here in the wintertime without snow on the mountains, for sure. Okay, I'm going to get ready to do Emiko direct, so I think I've got to highlight that down there in my FMS, and then get ready for direct. But we won't execute that. No, I'm not. I want to go to ZKI. Oh shit! So I already monkeyed that up. Next page, Emiko. Oh shit! I've already biggered something up there. it that way. Then ZK. Okay, I've already got it going direct to, no, it's turning to MCO. No, we're going around direct to ZK now, which is fine. I don't know what's going on there for sure. God. I had trouble that last time. I'm not pushing it in the right order or something. Anyway, it looks like we're tracking on the course for direct to ZK. I'm not punching something in the right sequence. I think when you come up with that, well, maybe it did all right. I don't know why we ended up with a discontinuity, but anyway, you can see now we're cutting across directly to Kitimat NDB direct. Okay, and we're gonna now do our cruise checklist. Everything looking good there. We're 12,000 heading direct. So let's do the cruise checklist. Bring that here and the start checklist.
Cruise power.
Set.
Set. Auto feather.
Off.
Off.
You have that on for takeoff.
Systems check.
Okay, that's electrical, oil, etc. Seems don't see any issues.
Complete. Aft blower.
Cabin not required.
As required.
Okay, comm radios.
Communication and navigation radios.
We got nav 1 set up for 11.10. However, we got to go over here and preset BOR1, and I got to set the course. Oh, I don't do this right. Yeah, okay. And I want that for 333, so we'll go up to this knob here. That should be nav 1. We're got this set on 10.1, which is the frequency, and we got the approach course of a 333 there. The ILS for terrace. So, communications radios set.
Set. Destination weather.
Okay, we're not flying real weather, so
check.
altimeter set is
Approach procedure.
2992. Approach procedures. Well, we've just been considering that we're flying an ILS into runway 33 into terrace, and we've got the frequency nav 1 set, so. Consider.
Crew briefing.
Well, I'm the crew.
Consider.
Landing data.
Landing data.
We got to go to the performance page, and then we go over here to the takeoff, our landing page. A whole bunch of data here you're supposed to set. I got to start studying that because I have entered it before, and then it doesn't seem to want to stay in there. So it's all your information that may affect your landing VREF speeds. Anyway, we'll set the markers for that. That's been set all over our speed indicator over here. Now we go back to the normal page and landing check data finished.
Check.
Cruise checklist
Checklist.
complete.
Complete.
Okay, we'll bring that back here out of the way because to try and minimize the glare. And we're still holding direct 2Z Zero Kilo India, Kitimat NDB, where we're going to do a circle to the left to intersect with that's Lima Echo X-Ray Uniform Kilo, which is the transition for the way ILS 33 into terrace. So the next things we got to worry about is altitude at Lexus is okay. So anyway, we want to go down, set our net altitude. I'm going to change that to 9,000 at ZKI. So we're going to put that to next. I have nothing but trouble with this mouse. So ZKI, I'm going to go and put. I don't think I'm going to play around with that at all, because it's showing a 2.5 degree ILS approach there, so it's a pretty shallow approach. So go next page. Oh, that's the missed approach. So that's I don't know what the standard ILS approach is. I think it's 3 degrees. So this is a shallower approach. That the higher the degree, like 5%, which you find in some places, a very steep descent, which may be required because of terrain or obstacles on the approach. Oh, something's not right here. We're heading right for terrace, so I got to go and change that to ZKI, and I didn't get that. So let's see what happens. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. It's not, it's going right for the, God almighty, what? There's always something goes wrong here. I don't know why. I can't get it to go to. Oh, man. I'm going to have to go and get it, see if we can get it to go to Lexic. See, it doesn't, I don't know, I'm going to have to disengage the autopilot and see what's happening. I've been having some problems with that, so I got to go back and make sure it's tracking the FMS. I've lost the nav mode there, so now I'll bring it around to Lexic. Then I'll see if I can enter ZKI into it to get us down where we want to be. I don't know whether I can do that or not. So for some reason we lost the I didn't think something was right there, but okay, now I'm going to see if I can get it to go right to ZKI. So let's go direct there now and do. I don't know what's going to happen there. No, it doesn't want to do that. So let's go direct. Well, maybe it does. We'll see what happens here. A while. Okay, I think it is heading for Kitimat Beacon. It didn't want to. Oh, I don't know what was going on there. We lost the nav mode, so all of a sudden it was flying and looked like right for Terrace Airport instead of ZKI. And I've had some trouble with that before. I'm not quite doing something right there. When if you don't punch the buttons right and in order, it just, and why I lost the I guess when you it doesn't know what it's tracking, it disconnects from the nav. Boy, just by not pushing the button in the right order or something, you're in trouble. Anyway, it looks to me like we're going right for Zedkai now. I call it Zedkai. It's Zulu Kilo India. Go. There's always something, Gary. I got issues with everything. I got issues with this navigator. My laptop it just constantly shuts down, and I got to sign in every time. I don't know why it's doing that. Now it boots right up when I go, but as soon as it has an internet interruption or something, it shuts down. It's not working out right anyway, so you can see. Yeah, that's annoying. I just can't get everything working all at the same time. It's okay. A little bit of wild flying there due to some technical issues, but we're now oriented right for Kitimat Beacon there, where we get back on track for our approach. I don't know whether I can turn that just a bit. Well, better not to play with it. What do I got to do there to get that? I think it's got to be more of this, a little bit more this way. And it's got to be a little bit more of that way. I gotta leave it till I can play around with it again. I want to have it tilted a little more this way, and which way do I gotta have it? Let's see, I'm in there. I'm getting good scenery out of this monitor. A little bit out forward, not so much out the front, but I don't know why I'm not getting any over in there. Very good. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I don't know whether I'll ever figure this out. Now's not the time to be playing with it, Gary. Now we got it's good looking that way. Good looking man in there. Oh boy. Why will that not go there? Now's not the time to be playing, is it? Ugh. I'm gonna go crazy. Where are we here? We better start our descent now into Zedkai, we got the altitude set for 9,000. Let's go descent mode here. God, I just cannot get that set. Okay, we're using the descent mode here to descend about 1,500 feet per minute, and we're about 14 nautical miles from Zedkai. And we can see Kitimat right down here, Douglas, ahead of Douglas Channel. Kitimat's right here. Deep sea ships come up here to Kitimat Alcan and to, well, it used to be Eurocan, and another terminal there, I forget it offhand. Okay, we're descending about 1,500 feet per minute. Our speed is coming down. Oh, I just wished I could get that set so I can get it out of all 3 monitors. I don't know where to set it. Maybe I gotta go back over there more. Maybe over there. Gotta keep playing around. Okay, I want to get down to about 200 knots here. And we're 700 feet from altitude. Oh God, it's just too bad we can't get some view out of the monitor there, because Douglas Channel looks really good on my iPhone. I'm almost ready to give up. I'm getting it good out of the side all the time, but I never get it out of that front monitor. So I think I got to go way over there quite radically to that side. Play around. Next flight I'll do it, move my iPhone stand over about 3 feet to the right there. Or a couple anyway. Okay, we're capturing 10,000. My speed is coming down to, I want to be at 185, which I can put gear down if I need to. As you'll see on the rug here, I can actually put gear down, and here's full flaps. I can go to full flaps, so I'll just keep that there, and shortly we'll be turning towards Lixik. So I should put this down to about 7,100 now. Oh, you know. This whole mouse operation scroll button, that just drives me crazy. What's my speed? 180. Okay, that's good if we can keep it there. Once we get heading for Lux, we'll put the flaps down to approach. Okay, 1.8 miles from Zedkai. Oh, it's just too bad I just can't get. I'm gonna have to move it. Okay, Kitimat right down below us here. Now the thing paused a little bit there, so I don't know. Oh, I know, that's because there's a scenery package here. Understood. Now we're heading turning towards Lexek, the transition for the ILS. And my speed is 182, which is fine. We can put down the one stage of flaps there. I don't think I need to do it till after I've turned from Lexek. I don't want my speed to go up. Oh, it does quite a bit of wiggling to get lined up on the head over banks, and then the God, I just can't get any good scenery out there. Okay, in a minute we're going to be turning to onto the ILS localizer course anyway. 333, okay. 3 miles to Luxic. So we're still over pretty high terrain here, and you wouldn't want to be any lower than this, I don't think. Actually, it's pretty darn low, so we're not. Okay, we're turning now. We should be able to intercept the localizer shortly after. Well, the localizer's showing up. Well, no, the localizer isn't showing up right now, just the course 333, so the localizer isn't showing up yet. Once we get turned and lined up, I'm going to put 1 notch of flap down, approach flap speed, and I'm going to start bringing my speed back a little. Well, we don't need to do that. Just bring it back just a little bit. Kind of a wide turn, and we'll turn around again in a minute. So once we get it straight, I'm going to put 1 notch of flap down there. I'm going to do that now.
Flaps up.
Flaps are actually going down, not up. So we'll come down to about 160 knots here. Now we can start our descent again. feet. Your start of your ILS here, you're over high terrain. I don't quite understand these ILSs. Okay. We haven't got the localizer yet. Our speed's about 163. We got 1 notch of flap down. Does that quite a little alteration. I don't know why that does it. There seems to be some little error here somewhere on the. Okay, the localizer just showed up, so we can now go to approach mode, and now I can go over here and also get the localizer, and we want to. We're in the approach mode and start to descend. Oh, watch my speed, that's a speed alarm. Props full ahead there. Okay, we're on the, we've captured the approach, and we'll see if we can get the glide scope here. I'm going to start descending a little bit. And I've got 7,600 on there, so we really want about 71. So okay, let's see if we capture the glide scope. Watch my speed's coming. I gotta get throttles down a bit. I don't know how to get that darn, so I can get the approach showing up here better. I don't want to see out of the side window, I want to see out the front window. Watch your speed now, 156. Okay, we've captured the glide scope. So let's watch our speed. We can see we've captured the glide scope, it says so here, and there's the approach mode selected. I don't get any glide scope indication though anywhere, not on my on here or over on my HSI, so I don't know. Something was not quite working right. But we've captured the glide scope, so I don't know what's going on there. I don't get any glide scope showing up, but for sure we've captured the glide scope. We're descending at about 1,000 feet per minute. So let's assume we're going to do the landing checklist here now. Let's go to the next. Let's do the before landing checklist.
Landing gear.
Okay, we're going to go down with the landing gear.
Down 3 green.
Approach speeds, we got them set. We're at 172. Should come down a little bit.
Confirm. Exterior lights.
Landing lights on. Radar we're not using.
As required. Radar. Standby as required. Surface de-ice. As required. Engine and de-ice.
So slow there.
Consider. Before landing checklist.
Checklist complete. Let's get that out of the way. Bring our speed down a little bit. Okay, I'm not gonna go full flaps yet. We got our gear down a little early. Got gear down early, and I only do that because of the landing checklist. So I'm probably doing the landing checklist earlier than I should. And I could do it manually here, but when I have it on automatic mode, it goes down and all over going where it wants to go on the panel, and you lose sight out. You can't look outside the cockpit till it's gone through the whole checklist. And if you do it, too close, and all of a sudden you're losing altitude or speed's going up, and you can't stop the checklist. So it's one. You should have some little situation there where you can do that. Okay, let's go down the full. Not yet. We're at 150 knots. Once we get down to 140, I don't know why I'm not getting any glide scope. So I'm gonna have to try somewhere where I know there's a glide scope, Vancouver. Or there's some problem. I'm not getting it anywhere here. Maybe I need to have something turned on that's off. Nav 1 and 2 are all on. Everything's on. I don't know. Okay, let's go full lap. Should get our speed down a little more. I'm gonna get down about 120 now. Okay, once I get over this hill here, we're going to disengage the autopilot and fly it by hand. I forget the name of this, Mount Elsie or whatever it is, but Lake Else is just over here. Bring my speed down a little bit. Props are full ahead, gears down, full flaps. Bring our speed down a little. Like I say, we're flying a glide scope. We've got no glide scope showing on our instrument.
1,000 feet to minimums.
I'm going to break off here shortly. Okay, let's disengage the
3 mile
autopilot.
final runway 33.
Fly it manually.
Feet to minimums.
500
to minimums. minimums.
Got one red showing on the Pappy. We're about 116. I don't want to go any slower at the
200
moment.
feet to minimums.
When you're right on the Pappy here, you stream awfully close to the trees. There's two red there, and you just skin the trees
100
here.
feet to minimums.
600 foot per minute descent. It's good. Getting a little high there. I can say these trees kind of scare you off. Okay, a little high on the Pappy. Let's bleed off some speed here now. Boy. Man.
100 feet. 50 feet. Pumps full.
Keep her on the runway. Wants to go off. A little bit of rudder there. Man. They had pretty sensitive rudders.
Knots.
Okay, we're at low idle and alpha mode here. Oh, went pretty good except for a few technical issues at the start, and with the dang autopilot not doing, probably me just not doing something absolutely right. Got a little runway showing up there, which I don't often have anyway. So maybe we're getting a little closer to where we have to be with that iPhone, I don't know. I'll probably try and upload this one and delete the one that I already got on there. I think this one might be a little better, except for technical problems. Oh, we gotta go back to alpha mode there. 5:30, we can probably do another flight yet some tonight. Short flight, maybe catch again to Rupert. More flyings we do, more we get things figured out, I guess. I don't know. I know these rudder pedals. My knees don't like these rudder pedals. I know that. See, this American Airlines turbo is still sitting down here. I don't know what the heck, it got lost or had to divert from on a flight to Ketchikan or some darn thing. It's maybe undergoing repairs. You don't have American Airlines coming in here. And you can see my iPad, the taxiway is georeferenced there. I can shut that out. Oh boy, we're really starting to roll now. I wish that Bravo mode stuff was over here. I gotta go across my body where I got it set. I should maybe have it over here. It'd be a lot easier, more natural. I think I should start placing it over there so it's a lot more natural where I'm looking, and put the FMS and that back together over here. Maybe I should be doing it that way. Maybe a better way to do it. Now I put it over there, so I gotta start learning to look over there. I'm like a trained donkey. 2 minutes of having it looking half a dozen times in one spot, then I forever look there. You gotta hit. That's the trouble with moving stuff around. Okay, let's stop and poke our nose at this American Airlines Donald Trump aircraft here. I shouldn't say that's not Donald Trump. Okay. Stopper up there. Let's go down in the panel section, shut the brakes off. I think I gotta go on that panel there. Oh, that's not the right one. How come? Oh, can't get down to the brakes. There they are. And we want to go to fuel cutoff. It's over here now. That's where I got it, which is more natural. And then we got to go to the master Avionics power right there. Shut her down. Okay, now I'll take my foot off the brakes. Okay, folks, we're gonna have to see what we got here on this Move screen capture. I doubt if we got much. I don't know why it locks up on me, but anyway, let's stop it, and we'll play with it later. Let's shut off our iPhone, folks. We're playing around with this thing too. Thanks for watching. Doesn't